Microsoft is blocking more ways to set up a Windows 11 local account. When announcing Windows 11 Insider Preview builds 26.120.6772, Microsoft revealed that they are removing known mechanisms for setting up an offline or local account. Microsoft says users will need to complete their Windows 11 setup with an internet connection and with a Microsoft account. As you would probably expect, it was not long before folks started to make workarounds. And Notebook Check, who we were reading when we were looking at this development, already has some examples of how to make a local account on Windows 11's new build. So if you guys want to head on over, I'm not saying, look, okay, Google, just calm down. You have a little relax.
I think you should. I think you should go read the article, and I think you should make a local account.
I am not providing anyone with instructions to anything.
I think you should do it.
This is Notebook Check, an unaffiliated website with which I have nothing to do. I don't even know if they have ever even associated with me in any way. Maybe they said mean things about me. I literally don't know. What I do know is that this is not a page that you should ever look up. There. Please don't take down my WAN show.
Discussion question. Aside from simply allowing local accounts, what can Microsoft do to repair Windows 11's public image?
I mean, where do you even start with stuff like that? Right? Like, here, let's try a thing. Let's try a thing for fun. Tell me something that might be on my computer that I could search for.
I can tell you things I wish were on your computer that you could search for. What happened to local games without ads?
Okay. Something...
Notepad. That'll show up. That'll work.
Yeah. Okay. That worked immediately. Okay. Bad example.
Usually it's individual files that I wouldn't know you have on your computer that it doesn't immediately search up.
Well, let's find out what files I have on my computer.
Probably not a ton because they're Wancho laptops.
Yeah, that's true.
Is not going to be an amazing example, but I'm pretty sure everybody has experienced this, so we could just tell them what you're talking about.
Okay, hold on.
Basically, when you search for things on Windows, and you can disable this.
Hey, it found my favorite Luke meme. Okay, you know what? The search actually worked pretty okay there, but there's definitely times when it doesn't work too good. All right, why don't we move on?
My goodness.
What could they do to fix the image? I mean, okay, fix the search.
Well, maybe it's great.
Yeah, okay, permanently fix the search.
We should do a labs thing. Does Windows search still suck?
I don't know if you would prove it one way or the other, unfortunately.
You could do a lot of dive.
Yeah, but from one machine to the next, sometimes you'll have a pretty different experience. From one search to the next.
Well,
I can type the same,
do a bunch of different ones.
I can type the same characters, and it will literally. What was one that would happen all the time for me? Because I had two applications that had the first 3 or 4 letters in common.
That one's rough. Yeah, that one's really rough. When the one that it's auto selecting will change after you finish typing.
Even though they both share all the same letters, it will randomly change when you type one more letter. It's just bizarre.
What is the name of Battle State. So I would try to open the Battle State launcher back in the day.
Right.
I couldn't remember the name of the company. It's been a while. But I try to open the Battle State launcher to play Tarkov, and I type BAT, and it would show the Battle State launcher, and then in the time that it takes for me to shift my hand over to enter, it would switch to BattleNet. And then I'd be like, what?
Nice.
Why? Hold on, you can load it under or something.
Is this pre or post Activision acquisition? Putting on my tinfoil hat.
Definitely post.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it! I knew it! This is a good one. XD Stock in Floatplane Chat says, I tried to open PowerShell the other day and it web searched it instead.
Oh.
No! I don't know. It's tough to, it's the kind of thing that's really
PowerShell
tough
comes
to
up right away for
replicate.
me. Yeah. One of them was the new Windows 11 preview build has folks wanted to jump ship. So what advice would you give any Windows users considering swapping their OS in 2025?
Do it.
Some games are still a problem.
Yeah, but
send it.
Yeah, give it a shot, right?
At least try.
Here's a wild question. Do you need to play the games that are on Windows?
Yeah, probably not. There's some like friend group issues.
Yeah. I mean, you ran into that back when we did the Linux challenge a couple of years ago.
And it would again be a problem.
What game was it?
Battlefield, which is funny because if I did it now, it would be Battlefield.
That's hilarious.
Again. Yeah.
Nice. Was that Battlefield
2042?
Okay.
Which turns out not a big deal that I couldn't play that one.
Right, but you're pretty psyched for Battlefield 6.
Pretty psyched for 6.
Yeah, okay.
I think it comes out like tonight, but I can't play because my computer's not set up anyways.
Nice.
And I have like things to do.
Nice.
But I will play eventually.
Maybe I'll play it and think of you. I won't. I'll be playing the Ivalice Chronicles.
The what?
The Final Fantasy Tactics.
Right.
I'm like 20.
People are saying it's already out. Yeah,
25 hours
today,
in.
right? I was working.
Oh, Handyman figured it out. Yeah, it was Teams and TeamViewer was what I would always. It would like change. I'd type TEA, and it would be like TeamViewer, and I'd hit M, and it'd be like, you mean Teams? And I'd hit enter because sometimes my typing just like has momentum.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll be like, oh no, you've got it already. And then it would change right as I hit like one more key. Like, no, it's not what I meant to open.
Apparently, Stranger IFT? I don't know. Their name is Floatgoat in Battlefield. Let's go. My little note here is maybe Microsoft should pull an Edge. Other people are doing it. What if they just based their operating system off of Linux? With Edge, they just based it off of Chromium. What if they just gave up on the Windows kernel? What if they just let it die? Imagine how much better Windows Server would be.
So
that's kind of crazy.
You're proposing that they turn Windows into a Linux distro. Mm-hmm. If the next iteration of Windows is just a distro of Linux.
Yeah, with like a bunch of ads and bullcrap. Because that's what they do now, right? So that would work. I think they should just do it. What distro you
I told you Windows 12 would be great. I told you, man.
Dude.
Windows aren't Arch.
Think about it.
Yeah.
So much of the back catalog is going to have to be like emulatable because of the switch to ARM anyway. Mm-hmm. Like looking at what a colossal project that has been, would figuring out a compatibility layer for your older Windows apps for new Linux Windows really be any harder than that? I literally don't know. I actually do not know the answer to that.
It would be great.
But given that Valve and the open source community managed to do it to a significant degree for gaming, given that there's already such widespread support for, well, okay, no, sorry, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this because somehow in all the years of WAN Show, we have never talked about this. Could you use
Microsoft
like
Store and Game Pass native on Linux? Yeah, why not?
Could you use like virtualization in some way? Like could you virtualize old Windows to run certain apps? Like could you? Because
there's the wine compatibility layer.
Yeah,
people have called that out in Floatplane Chat. Anyways, there's some stuff to do this already.
Yeah.
Like Valve.
Yeah,
they could just pour into these open source projects and get it done. Look at the rapid development that happened with Proton.
Right, but but then why would OEMs like Lenovo and Acer keep pouring money into their coffers for Windows licenses then at that point? Because they do still make money on Windows as far as I can tell. Microsoft,
is it
Windows,
against agreements to charge for a Linux distro?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then they could just do that.
Right, but who would pay for it at that
The
point?
familiarity would be there.
Not with the way they keep changing the stupid UI all the time. I mean, why was my start menu in the middle all of a sudden?
Yeah, Red Hat is. Yeah, I was pretty sure. I just didn't know if that was purely a support contract or if you actually had to pay for the distro itself. I wasn't sure about that.
Windows revenue. Here we go. Fiscal year 2024 compared to fiscal year 2023, revenue increased 13%. Windows revenue increased 8%, driven by growth in Windows Commercial and Windows OEM. So note that retail is not their focus, not even a little bit. Commercial products and cloud services revenue increased to blah, blah, blah. Microsoft 365, Windows OEM. Oh yeah, OEM. So this is just like system builders Windows. Yeah, so I can't think of a reason why, if I'm Lenovo, I want to keep paying even the bulk rate Windows licenses if my user for this system is going to be able to just not run Windows.
They already can.
And run all the same software. But that's the thing, run all the same software.
Yeah. Stuff like Teams, Microsoft Teams, is rough. Every time I've had to use it, it's rough. To the point where it usually ends up being worth it to just run it in a browser, which is a worse experience for an app like that, in my opinion.
Rysaw says most users are just going to use whatever their computer ships with, which it is fair enough. I just, if I'm an Acer,
People have tried it though, and those are less popular options, even when they're cheaper.
but I might want to dip my toes into it if all of a sudden it wouldn't matter. Like if it legitimately wouldn't matter, because the second Microsoft ships their Windows fork or whatever, I think that already exists. I think it's just a Linux that is like kind of skinned like Windows. But the second they ship that, you know that there's going to be forks upon forks upon forks upon forks of that try to replicate as much of the Linux Windows experience as possible. And if what matters to the typical users that their browser works and the familiarity of the interface, then I just don't think there's going to be much special sauce left for Windows at that point. Like the compatibility is pretty much the only thing keeping me on it now. Like just knowing that, especially games.
It is purely the only thing keeping me on it.
Anything I want to run is going to work on it. So unless they put a ton of work into proprietary compatibility layers, then I just don't really see what value their Windows Linux would have.
I think it would be funny.
Yeah, funny.
I wonder
yes,
if in like
there's billions of dollars on the line for them. They can't just do
a long time down
They can't just like post a new Windows.
Computers are getting less and less central in people's lives. Linux is getting easier and easier for people to use, and the barriers are getting lower due to things like Proton. 10 years, 15 years. If people just don't really care that much anymore, they could try.
They'll still care about...
Consider it long-term PMs at Microsoft. Consider it. I would love it to happen. I want Windows to die. I wish I didn't think that. I desperately wish I didn't think that. If you asked me like 7 years ago, I'd just be happy using Windows for the entire rest of my life. No problem. I like it a lot. The only trend line in Windows for a long, long time has been poof. I hate it. So unless there's a significant change...
8.1 was okay.
8.1 was all right.
Yeah.
8 was...
8 was a yikes.
And 8.1 needed some work, but you could get it to be pretty solid. And then it would stay pretty solid.
Oh, yeah. Toward the end of 8.1, when it was service packed up, like it was...
It was pretty all right. Yeah. And then right back at it. Windows 10. Didn't like that. Never liked that. Windows 11 came out. Never liked that.
I can't remember what I thought of Windows 10. I think Windows 10 was okay. I actually... Man... It's kind of amazing how long ago Windows 10 came out.
Yeah, so just for reference for people.
Yeah, Windows 10 came out 10 years ago. Like what?
So I have actively very much disliked everything about Windows for 10 years.
Right.
So at a certain point, it's just like, damn, dude. Can we make Luke switch to macOS? Nope, probably not.
I mean, it really doesn't matter that much, honestly. And macOS gets, ironically, better support from Microsoft than Linux does in a lot of cases. Like
no,
Teams on macOS is
definitely
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even, that's like all the time.
Oh, no, I know. I just mean the irony is just that, blah, 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 Windows, Mac, blah, 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 but like...
It's mostly keep those Linux guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think it like has to always be this way. I absolutely, definitely think there is a path to redemption for Windows. I just don't think they're going to take it. That's why I'm like so frustrated. And it's been so long of being very sure they're not going to take it that it's just like, all right.
I just kind of wonder why. It'd be interesting to sit in the boardroom
sorry.
No, go ahead.
My completely ignorant, naive opinion is that it would be so easy to make it not trash. I don't think it would take that much work to make it not trash, genuinely, because like there are a lot of things, in my opinion, that Windows could do that would make it cool and interesting, and they don't. That's a whole other question. The thing that bothers me most is the things that they actively do that actively make it bad or worse. Like if I have purchased my Windows, I don't want freaking ads.
Right.
Ever. Any amount. Go away. Like just there's certain things that are like, my goodness. And we know that they've been rather okay with Windows piracy for like a long time.
Yep.
So if you're going to do that, just put ads in those versions.
Right.
Whatever. But if I bought it, go away. Like you just mentioned it barely matters anymore. I agree. So get out of my way. Don't just like put all this junk there all the time. Don't make search bad, or make it an easy toggle and never turn it back on if I turn it off. No questions. If I'm like, you know what? I kind of like just using my start for search and for local files. Ugh. But if you did, sure.
Yeah.
Then you can leave that on. That's no problem. But just let me turn it off and don't bury it in a regedit and don't reset it every once in a while.
Remember when like Media Player was pretty cool?
Media Player used to be sick. The new one is so annoying.
Do you remember when the ability to view photos within Windows wasn't
just
horrible?
A trash experience? They have this new, what is it called? Why is this pop-up coming up? Go away!
Where's the X? Where's the X?
This sucks so much. This is such a terrible experience.
Any window that doesn't have an X in the top right should be banned by law.
Yeah.
I don't want Next. I don't want anything. I want this to get out of my way because I'm using my computer.
I hate the new Photos app. I hate the new video playing app. I actually did kind of like old like Windows Media Player Classic. I know it was like more based to use VLC or whatever else, but I liked Windows Media Player Classic.
Why did this open in a new thing?
Yeah, it's whack. They have Clipchamp now.
Is it at least easy to just quickly crop something now? Because that used to drive me absolutely crazy. Is that, let's see. No, hold on, edit.
Resize.
Is this going to open in yet another window?
Right,
No. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, at least there's like a quick way to crop things in here now. How do I apply it? What is all this AI crap? Okay, save. So wait, okay, is it, okay, I can't just apply it. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but like
this part's whatever. That's just getting used to how this app works. I hope.
You think so?
I hope. I don't know.
I don't know, man. When I don't know why apply buttons went out of fashion.
I suspect if you just saved it, it would just be that.
Yeah, it will. No. Oh, no. I don't doubt that.
Okay.
I don't doubt that. I don't know, man. I like.
Sure.
I like being able to apply a change.
I just know it's done.
And then seeing that it is done. It just doesn't seem.
Sure.
This is better than it was for a long time, man. The stupid.
Do you have Clipchamp on your computer?
I do have Clipchamp. I mean, it comes installed on my computer.
Pisses me off.
What is it? Is it worse than Windows Movie Maker? I mean, Windows Movie
Why
Maker
not
was kind
just
of a
make
piece of
Windows
junk.
Movie Maker better? Apparently mine doesn't even have Clipchamp.
Oh, I have Clipchamp. I can open up Clipchamp.
I probably uninstalled it.
I may have done a pass, and like
Sure.
I always do.
Oh my
a
God, why do I have to
sanitization.
sign in?
Done. Immediately pissed. This is my point. What are you talking about? I want to edit a video. I don't need to log into your stupid thing. I need a timeline. I need to put the video on it. Maybe the video has some audio. Great. There should be a timeline for the audio. If not, I can put my own audio there.
Well, wait.
You had Windows Movie Maker. Tons of people actually cut their teeth on editing videos with Windows Movie Maker.
Well,
it was kind of rough,
hold
but
on.
they could have just made the experience
No,
better over time.
Hold on, Luke. Are you wanting to sign in with Google or email?
Oh.
Would that make it better?
Just stop. Like, oh my God. Their differentiating factor for Microsoft seems to be right now that they're pushing the apps. Like the negative thing they're doing towards Linux is that there's no like native from vendor Teams app. I don't think you can do Office 365 natively on Linux. I'm not sure. I just don't think so. Or at least not easily. Okay, so make your video editor like at least fine.
They retired the official native Teams app for Linux in late 2022,
Yeah.
according to AI Overview.
Yeah, so you have to use this like other one, and it has a bunch of issues, and it is what it is. I appreciate that somebody made one at all, but like it's far from perfect.
Yeah. Okay. This is also on Q&A on Microsoft.
It might be far from perfect because they haven't really had that much time because that happened not that long ago. But
Yeah.
it's just like there's all these things where like if the I never hear those types of complaints from Apple people. I hear other complaints, but I don't hear those types of complaints. Windows is so obsessed with constantly stopping you from doing the thing that you want to do.
Pugboy1321 says, I miss when Windows let us set another media player as the default for every format. Now I have to do it per file type.
Yeah, changing the defaults is so annoying now. Like it's just another like why?
And the one that really kills me is that wizard that comes up like every 3 months, every 6 months. You know the one I'm talking about where
It looks
makes
like
you
it formatted your computer.
it makes you go through the UBI again.
Yeah.
And like dark patterns the crap out of you trying to get you to
Intensely.
change to Edge.
Intensely.
Luke, yours did that when I turned it on this morning.
Not surprised. Happens every once in a while.
Friggin'
Never
annoying.
do that.
Yeah.
Just like there's so many things that it's like never under any circumstance do that. And then it's just everything on Windows. It's like, whoa. But then stopping doing that doesn't seem that hard. Which I'm like, I don't know. Maybe if like the right person gets in the right position, they can fix it. It is definitely not unfixable. I just don't believe it's going to happen anymore. Because it's been so long of just constantly trending in this direction.
DDoc says you can turn that off. And that's cool. I actually didn't know that because from my understanding, it happens when you apply a major update. So I just assumed that it was re-enabling itself. So I didn't know that. That's good to know. But also, I shouldn't have to. That should just not happen even once. Or if they must do it, a confirmation screen. Here's the way everything was set up. Because, I mean, nowadays,
Are you
like,
still good with this?
they still roll out, they roll out things that would have been a service pack, or a service pack, or that would have been like a major update as just part of like, you know, last Windows you'll ever need, whatever. Like they really do major updates that would have previously been another version of Windows, or they would have been a service pack or something.
Sure.
So I could see
I don't know about another version of Windows, but definitely Service Pack.
every once in a while if they were to do something like that. I mean, Windows 10 changed a friggin' lot from day one to sunset, like a lot under the hood. I don't know. I leave that
That's
to you
why,
guys.
but it's the fact that it's mostly under the hood is why I don't see another version of Windows.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fair.
But I also think you're right.
But either way, if every once in a while they did a major one and they were like, yeah, this is basically like, you know, being on a new Windows, and they were like, hey, here's how you had everything set up before. You still good with this? If I had to click one button, Okay.
It's also genuinely like
Okay.
confusing for a lot of people, and they think their computer just like reset.
Oh, dude, my kids accidentally updated our media PC to Windows 11 because of one of those prompts.
Exactly.
And like,
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
very unnatural. It feels like something is wrong with your computer. Like,
or it was a different one.
Like,
It was the upgrade to Windows 11 prompt. But I think you get what I mean. Just like these full screen, take over your whole computer, dark patterned like crazy. Definitely click the blue button. Like I came and I was like, oh my God, we have no Wi-Fi drivers. Why do we have no Wi-Fi? Why are we running Windows 11? Everything on this machine was working perfectly.
have a window pop up, make it full screen if you want, but leave your start menu so you can tell that the computer booted properly.
Yeah.
Have like those, whatever they're called, there's emojis for them where like the streamers pop out, the party streamers
Sure.
pop out, and there's like a cannon thing, whatever. Have those in the corner, have them like actually go off and animate. It's like, whoa, you got a big upgrade to Windows 11. Hooray. Here's some cool things. Do you still want your settings to be the same? This is what they were. Like now I'm like, oh, sick. This thing that I bought just got better instead of incredibly annoyed. Like this is what I mean. The gap is not that hard to jump, but I don't trust they'll do it because they haven't done it in a decade.
Right.
Which is too long. So I don't know.
You heard it here first. We finally found what's too long for Luke. I never thought it was going to happen. But it finally came.
If they give me a
The
little
day
bit of
that we
hope,
found
I
out.
can keep if they give me a little hope, I can keep going. They just gotta tease it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh God. Anyway.
I just hear Dan dying.
Dan, guide us back to the path.
But yeah, so either they figure it out, which I don't think they will, or I hope it dies and Linux gets easier to use for more people, the community grows, and things keep getting better.
Why not both?
I'm down with both. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know.